Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Ape Escape Pre Part 10. So now we finally engage on Monkey Pink. We're gonna have to fight her while she does her musical performance, while she tries to be like a wannabe Disney star that just sings about sings some lame song with lame lyrics that some guy she really likes, and she really cares for him, but he doesn't care back for a very cliche topic for a song. And she does it on stage while she has these like swords, people from Aladdin, these swords, what do you call them, these swords? Teleborgs that look like they belong out of Aladdin. She's dancing around with them, and I'm just really grinding for health right now, just fighting them off, trying to get health off them. I never stepped out of me fights, my health is running kind of low. At the same time, you could try to hit Monkey Pink. I get a few hits on her with my lightsaber. Well, it's actually a stun club, but it works like a lightsaber in this battle. And she thinks her music is like, like the best it could possibly be. She still thinks she's like really she's really full of herself, even more full of herself than she was in Ape Escape 2. It mentions like her first big performance there. I guess she was ignoring the fact that she lost hard in Ape Escape 2, because this is not the first time we saw her perform on stage anywhere. And now we're gonna have the genie crash the show, where all of her minions are gonna be dancing along to the genie's music, which sounds like very much like 70s disco music, while she's singing what sounds like 2000s lame Disney Channel pop star music. And eventually, if we get her really ticked off, she's gonna change her music completely. Her song is gonna completely change. It's gonna sound like it's a completely different song. It's really allowing us to destroy all these teleborgs and get the most we can and get like tons of coins. Now look at that, she's gonna get really angry. She's gonna turn to like rage of the machine against the machine now, or she's gonna like go into like rage rock mode. She's gonna be like really angered and really ticked off that we just crashed her musical performance. She's gonna start throwing fire at us and stuff like that. Oh yeah, she's a whip. We just hit her with rockets twice and she's defeated.
Oh, come on, just give up. I'm getting tired here. Give up? Give up? No. I will never give up! Just let me capture you! I said never! I'm going off to train now. I'll come back for you. I'll come back stronger than ever! You've destroyed my dreams of becoming a superstar! Pay for this, I swear you will! Hey, where'd she go?
Kay, looks like that one got away. But at least the Spectre TV broadcasts have stopped in this area, so I guess you've done well. Come on back home.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, Monkey Pink even escaped, and she just stays her whole, and she's still just as butthurt in this game as she was in the last game. She's like, oh, now I can never become a pop star, all because you got in my way.
Well, that is just awesome.
Yeah, and Aki's being sarcastic for once.
Tomoki, has Pink come back?
No, she hasn't actually.
Now, where could she have gone off to?
Yeah, now Pink is missing.
Monkey Pink had some pretty good songs, but you know what? I like Yumi.
Of course she's gonna like Yumi better.
Managed to get away. Still, you were able
Play as Yumi in this level. It's like battle of the singers, battle of the music stars, or people that at least try to be music stars. And they're both people really that suck at singing, and because Yumi's not that great of a singer either. There's two people that suck at singing fighting against each other. And Yumi is also like, I know there's like high puffy Yumi. There's a Yumi, it's a tomboy rocker kind of, but this Yumi's the complete opposite of that. So we're going to one of the better levels of the game. Actually, well, this level's like really wide open, National Apes. This would be like National Geographic. This level might very well be my favorite music, or some of my favorite music in the game. I often use this music as like, how do I say it? I often use it for like tutorials. When I make tutorial videos on YouTube, or I make videos showcasing art and things, and I want to pick a song that YouTube's not going to consider as copyrighted content to play the background of my video, I usually pick this song. It does sound like it perfectly fits, like the setting for my art or for a tutorial type video. It also reminds me a bit of some of the music it plays on the collection screen, or the screen where you could like view bonus features and things like that, or or view stuff like that in Sonic Mega Collection Plus or Sonic Mega Collections. They remind me a lot of that, which is very nostalgic too. I remember having the Sonic Mega Collection Plus on the PS2, where I had all the Genesis Sonic games, I had a lot of the Game Gear games as well too. I also had a lot of bonus features. I had like some whole issue. I had at least one full issue of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book on there. I had a lot of other comic covers and promos for other Sonic comics and Sonic merchandise. It was a really good collection. What really made the collection what it was because it had all that extra bonus crap on it that a lot of people don't care about, as well as the great Genesis games that could all be played on the PS2. I remember digging that out one time when I wanted to play Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection on the PS3. My PS3 just wouldn't work, so I had to go dig out the PS2 and play on that instead. My PS3 kept crashing. Yeah, the PS2 was way better than the PS3, and that's exactly why. My PS2 doesn't constantly crash on me every 5 minutes. My PS3 does a lot. It's worse than Windows ME sometimes of crashing, because that's something it always does. It always crashes. So it's always constantly crashing. And so we could go through to the ancient temples. This whole level is really ancient. This level is supposed to be set in like Laos or Vietnam or somewhere like that. And now we're going to like this hidden section where we're going to be like in a tropical, like some sort of tropical river kind of place. Where there's these blades everywhere. I wonder how those blades got there. If this isn't Vietnam, maybe those were put there in the Vietnam War and they never somehow got taken out. Back in Nam is what a lot of them always say. And where there's all these challenges. It almost looks like they could have filmed some sort of game show, like a brutal game show around here. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe it's a set for a brutal game show, because this whole game is supposed to be TV based, like TV and movie based, and maybe that's what it was supposed to be. There's fruit everywhere. You know, you might think these fruits are real, or that they're just prop fruit. What it doesn't know is that this fruit's actually, what the game doesn't want you to know is that this fruit's actually hides stuff. That one's hiding a bunch of coins. That one's hiding some more coins you could pick up. That one's hiding coins. They always seem to like to hide coins, but sometimes they hide better things than coins. Like, look at this one. It hides a monkey in it. Yeah, monkeys could hide in the fruit, the plastic fruit. I never thought that plastic fruit would make such an awesome hiding place. That's what the Trojans should have used way back in the Trojan Wars. They should have used fruit. They should have hidden plastic fruit or whatever fruit, artificial fruit they could make. Never thought that hiding in fruit would be such a great way to get away from anything. They can't get away from me. That's because I've been playing this game for years. I've been playing this game since 2007. I've been playing this game for over 15 years now, and I know this game very well. I'm very familiar with this game. It's one of the most games I'm more familiar with than any other game ever. I've probably spent more time playing this game. Well, actually, it's not my most played game ever. Jumping Flash is probably the game I've played more times than any other game ever and beaten more times than any other game ever. I'm glad that more people are starting to get interested in Jumping Flash thanks to my influence. I actually got one of the people from Beyond Unlimited to be interested in Jumping Flash because it's a really good game. Everyone should know about Jumping Flash. Everyone has the right to know about Jumping Flash. There's only two people that exist in the world. People that love Jumping Flash and people have never heard of it. I say the exact same for Ape Escape. You either love it or you've never heard of it before. And the latter of those happens to be the more common one. I don't think a lot of people have ever heard of Ape Escape. It's not an overly famous game, especially in North America. It's not overly big and famous. It's just for a reason why a lot of those spin-off games never got releases in North America. So this monkey is swinging by the vine. This monkey that thinks he's like some jungle monkey. Well, it actually makes sense. They would swing from vines. Yeah, that's what monkeys traditionally do. Monkeys traditionally swing from things like that when they're out in the jungle. So it looks like monkeys are actually in their normal native habitats, possibly. But I don't know if monkeys come from Vietnam or Thailand or Laos or wherever it's supposed to be. So we're filling this Castaway monkey. This might possibly be a reference to that Tom Hanks movie Castaway where he gets washed up on an island for so many years. And now we're completing more of the pathway to get into that door. I think we get all three of those boxes pushing. The door's actually going to open so we can enter that ancient, even more ancient looking temple. This place also looks a little bit like Yavin 4 from Star Wars. A little bit. The original place the Rebel Alliance had their base, or one of their first bases that is, which eventually got taken over by the Empire, I'm pretty sure, after they blew up the Death Star. And so around here we're going to come across that monkey that was on the raft, because those cameras have really good zooming in. Those cameras have to be able to zoom in really good. It was that far off the distance that it captured the whole essence of the scene perfectly. He's probably just calling for help. Yeah, don't worry, monkey. We're gonna help you. We're gonna bring you back to safety. That safety is gonna be in the monkey park where you're now permanently captured. There's an outhouse like here. It looks a bit like a scene from Slumdog Millionaire almost as we cut out back here. The monkey's using the outhouse right there. And then there, we've captured him now too. There's only 5 more monkeys left in this. This is by far probably one of the largest levels in the game. This level is really big. It's filled with things to explore. It almost seems a bit like a lost opportunity. I think they could have put more hidden stuff out in this far open world. But most of it's filled with nothing. So that's a little bit of a lost opportunity on their part. Some people would say this game is filled with lost opportunities, but you can only do so much in a PS2 game. This game came out in 2006, which also happened to be the same year the PS3 came out, and a lot of people were optimistic that there would be an Ape Escape game on the PS3, but there never really was, unless you count that PlayStation Move Ape Escape game, which isn't really a true Ape Escape game. There weren't really any Ape Escape games in the PS3, there weren't even any Ape Escape games really after the PS2. The PS2 era is really where Ape Escape, as we knew it, kind of ended, and there weren't any of them after that. And apparently that's because no one in North America gives a crap about Ape Escape, which is really a shame. More people should know about Ape Escape. They should teach Ape Escape to kids in school. They should teach everyone about Ape Escape. Everyone should be knowledgeable about Ape Escape. It's far more entertaining than sports. I'd rather play this game than watch any sporting event I could possibly think of that could possibly exist. Speaking of sporting events, I think this might be a reference right here to Spectre Boxing. It's a boxing match thing, like a thing where you could go boxing with, and there's a boxing monkey there that says Spectre TV. I often think that's like a nod to Spectre Boxing from the original Ape Escape. There are a few nods to the original. There are some more nods, other parts that nod the original Ape Escape or reference original Ape Escape. If they knew this was going to be the last game, the Ape Escape trilogy, which I don't think they did. I think they might have escaped the intent and there being more games. I think they could have done more stuff to pay homage to the original Ape Escape in this game. Kind of like what Mega Man X5 did by paying homage to a lot of earlier Mega Man X games, and even games from the classic Mega Man series. There's only 3 more monkeys left yet you have to capture. I think there might be one under here in this hidden area that we need to get with the RC car. Yep, RC car. The RC car is still popular. No, I have a friend in real life that buys a lot of them. He mostly finds them at the local thrift store. We drive around the park with them. One time I didn't know what the car was called, and some kid asked me what kind of car it was. I felt like I was tempted to say to him, it's a 69 Pinto. Kind of like in that scene in that movie Spy Hard, where that guy says he drives a 69 Pinto. Which they didn't even make Pintos in 1969. They started making them in like the 70s, I think the early 70s when they started making them. Yeah, I'm driving a 69 Pinto, but I doubt any of them would ever get that. There's a lot of funny connotations with the number 69 as well, too. And so now we're just climbing these buildings. I imagine these roofs look like they would be really weak because, well, these roofs look like they might have straw, maybe like weak wood. Imagine you break through them, but this game, I don't know, they like to make this game more, sturdier. Everything likes like to be made more, like a very more sturdy. If you here's a tip that I have. If you're getting, morphing for something, and then you're not gonna need, you only need it for one thing and then you don't need any more. I recommend just disengaging the morph gear as early as possible. That way it gives it more time to recharge, so if you do need it again, it'll be fully recharged, or, most here. But again, it does recharge pretty fast in this game. It'd be worse if the recharge rate was really slow, or if it worked more like the energy moves in Twisted Metal, in the Twisted Metal games after the first Twisted Metal, where it took up a lot of, especially in Twisted Metal 3, and Twisted Metal 2 and 3, where it takes up, her energy moves take up a lot of like your energy bar, and it does gradually and replenish itself, but it is very slow in some of those games. Some games recharge it faster. So now we got the last monkey we need to capture in this level right now. And look at that, it puts us right in the middle of the boxing ring. And we jump and say, yeah, like do 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 do. Yeah, Ape Escape games always like to play a memorable jingle. I still think the most memorable jingle will be the one from the original Ape Escape. That might be because I'm blinded with nostalgia from the original Ape Escape. I still think the original Ape Escape has the best soundtrack, but this is a close second, this Ape Escape 3. This is Ray Phoenix signing out.